Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of our Hall of Edoras Let's Build. Last episode, we started the interior in here, and in this episode, I want to continue that a bit. I think the first thing I want to do is I kind of want to work on getting our balconies in place, because we're going to have balconies that kind of come all the way across like this, right? And connect up. So let's kind of see if we can maybe get some of that in place here. We're basically just going to bring these supports across like this and then down. So we'll have like triangular support pillars that kind of come down like so. And I think, actually, I really don't like the way that looks. I think I'm changing my mind. Just kidding, we'll do something different. The question, though, is going to be, what can we do here that will still look good? Maybe we'll take some oak planks and lay out a floor right about, well, actually, I almost feel like those need to be higher because we've got the windows up here, right? So I'm kind of thinking maybe this is the level that we'll want these at. And I think we're going to recess them from the pillars just a little bit, because then, as you can see, they're right up flush against the pillars instead of having this little bit that kind of hangs over, which I'm not really a huge fan of it not connecting to that properly. So I think we'll put our balconies here, centered in the middle. And that should look good. So we'll go like this, and like that. And then what we can do to save ourselves a little time is grab this, and grab this top one, and go replace air with those logs, and that will replace everything without messing up all the rest of the stuff, like these pillars, logs, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that works. So we'll have kind of those balconies sticking up there, which is good. Now, we can end up doing the same thing over here. So we know, let's see, here's the center. And we can grab this guy. And grab that guy. Do the same command. Just kidding. Undo. That wasn't right. Let's go here. Did I go too high? Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. So actually it needs to go here instead. Right? Yes. Okay. So here to here. And now we'll do that. There we go. That's much better. So we've got our little balcony areas in place. They don't look amazing just yet, but give it some time. We'll get there. So now, let's look at stairs. And we can go with some of these wooden stairs here and plop those down underneath like this. And that'll give us kind of this cool balcony effect, which I think will work really well. And we'll just put a row of those like this, and then wrapping around here as well. And that, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, now I'm thinking behind that we'll put another row of spruce planks. So we'll just go like that. And there we go. That creates some balconies for us. Fantastic. And let's put you right there. Connect. Okay. And that way, when I work my way over to the other side, I don't have to run all the way back here. And we'll do that. Oh, you don't go there. And finally, this last one right here. And we'll go right here and set, and that should basically be good. Excuse me. That was quite the sneeze. Whew. Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, so we've got that done. Now, let's take a look at fences, because obviously, if we're going to have a balcony, the balcony needs to be safe. We can't just have people falling off. So we could do maybe a roped balcony up there. That doesn't look bad. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. I think that creates the effect that I want. Well, what else do we have? Plain wood fences. A wattle fence? What's a wattle fence? Oh, it's like a... Oh, so it's got kind of... interesting. Wouldn't really be good for here, inside. But that could be cool for like a palisade wall or something like that. Let's see. What other fence options do we have? Birch fence? Just kind of coming across. That actually might be our best bet. That's not bad. Then we've got dark oak, which looks like this. Yeah, that I don't like for this, not at all. I want something that's kind of ornate, but also relatively simple, if that makes sense. And then we've got, let's see, an Asian fence, which basically is just a regular fence. Birch fence, which is essentially a white picket fence. That's not very good. Roped fence, 3D dark oak fence, spruce fence. Yeah, I'm thinking... What's our spruce fence look like? Dark oak. Spruce log fence. Looks like spruce logs. Got it. Something that should be in vanilla, if you ask me. I'm just saying. Newell caped wood fence. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think this is the one we're gonna go with. I think we're gonna go with the birch kind of decorative fence up there, because I think that's probably our best bet. And then right here, I'm just gonna kind of bring that around, since it won't connect to the shingles over there, since it's probably a stair on the other side. I'm assuming. So we'll get those up and in place. And then over here, same kind of a deal. So we'll get that all in. And then finally back here, another spruce there, or another oak fence. There we go. So that looks good. Now, I'm thinking once again, we'll do a row of these coming along here. And let's just take a look from over here and see how that looks. That looks good. I like it. We'll stick with it. Let's go ahead and finish that up going all the way along here. And do I want to do one here? No, I don't. I think I want to leave those ones alone. All right, let me get the other side of that done. All right, guys, so that is taken care of. Now, we've got our balconies in place. We don't have a way to get up to them, though, and I don't know how I could actually accomplish that without basically reworking the entire building. So I think the balconies are pretty much going to be decorative in this case. Now, I do want to look in here and enable color search options. Okay, so it's carrot, which is there, green. There we go. I want to take a look at what we have that's green, because the colors of Rohan are green. And gold. Green and gold, to be specific. So let's grab some of these cushions. Let's grab... I know there were curtains that were green. I'm not seeing those curtains. I'm not seeing any banners either. Oh, speaking of banners, I did a little bit of a rework of the back of that chair. And I just added a couple of banners to it, and I think it looks a bit better this way. So I think I'm pretty good with it. Now here, I think what we'll do is we'll put some curtains, these green curtains, and we'll basically just pretend that they're the banners of Rohan, and kind of hang them up on the pillars here, which I think will look good. Is that lined up right? Yes, it is. And then here to here. All right, so now we can go ahead and get those in. Oh, something got messed up there. I don't know what, but whatever. All right, so we've got some banners hanging up on the pillars, and they're nice and tall, which is what we want. Then up here, we could potentially do some banners like this. Just real simple, nothing exceptionally fancy. I wish I had a good design, a good banner design for some sort of horse or rider or something like that, but I don't, and I really don't feel like coming up with one, so yeah. I will, however, I have decided that there will be some sort of a horse incorporated into this window for sure. I think that'll be cool. We'll do our best to kind of come up with something. But we'll hang up some banners there. And then I think these curtains... Do I want to hang more on these pillars? I kind of do. Just out of curiosity... Oh, that's not curtains. If I bring those across, they don't look so good. We could, however, hang some more here. I don't really care for that either. I think we'll leave those alone. Okay. So I've got that there. We can put maybe a little footrest here, like the foot of the throne. And then maybe like kind of along the walls here, we'll put a couple of little stools for people to sit on and stuff like that. So 1, 2, 3, like so. And I think the color of those definitely makes sense. We need some lighting in here as well in a really bad way. So let's just take a look. If we look at lamps, we've got this large lamp. What's that look like? It's okay. I'm not a huge fan. Let's grab a flint and steel. And let's try out a couple of things. I just want to see if there's a few things that I can light on fire. No, can't light that on fire. Can't light that on fire. Can't light that on fire. Ah, none of these things can be lit on fire. That's unfortunate. Okay, in that case, let's see what we could light on fire. Let's look at dark. Let's see what we have for metal. Anything? No. Iron. A lot more options there. Iron cauldron, iron dispenser, iron dropper furnace, iron bars, block of iron, dark iron block, and iron block number 2. All right. We already know that the iron cauldron with grill is not going to be something I can light on fire. So let's just try all of these. Looks like all of those can be lit on fire. So I think we're going to go with the iron block number 2. I'll put one here And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th. And we'll light those up. That'll give us some light up here by the king, which is always important. We can also maybe put some back here. Now, I should probably note, I do have fire spread turned off. So if you were building this in survival, given that the whole build is basically wood, don't do this. Unless you have fire spread turned off, because everything will burn, and then you'll be mad at me, and I'll get angry comments like, Welsknight, your thing, it doesn't work. I burned down my thing, and then I'll kind of just have a laugh at your expense. So, fair warning. Don't light fires unless you have fire spread turned off. But I think what we'll do is we'll put down a couple of these as kind of braziers, just to kind of keep everything lit in here, and just to kind of light the way up to the Lord, which I think, or the King specifically. There we go. And that kind of lights the whole way, which I think is good. Then I want to see, as far as carpet goes, there's green carpet, which is relatively boring. So let's maybe supplement that. Actually, you know what? Let's make this easier on ourselves. We'll go 1, 2, here. So we're going out 3. And if I come here, here's the center. What? What? Something's derp here. Here's the center. Oh, because this is... What? Oh, man, I bet you guys noticed this ages ago and have been going absolutely insane from the lack of symmetry. Oh, man, that's terrible. All right. There we go. Now it's fixed. Much better. Okay. Anyway, so let's go here to... This should be 3 over, right? Yes. To here. And this is 171, 13. There we go. So that gets us this nice big green carpet, which is okay. It's all right. Now, what I want to do is I want to make it look a lot better. So we're going to go set 171. And we'll put a line of white around the outside. Oh. Here. Oh. Actually, you know what? I can live with that. I kind of like the white going out here. And while we're at it, why don't we do it here too? And then I want to kind of add some sort of something to it, like this, maybe? Basically just trying to make it a little bit more interesting than just a plain old boring carpet. And this hasn't really been measured at all, so we'll tweak a couple things. There we go. So we've got our carpet that kind of comes up like this. I'm kind of leaning towards grabbing some lime carpets, which are a slightly different color. Oh, I suppose that's connected. Of course it is. Why does lime have a an awesome connected texture and regular green doesn't? That's disappointing. That's okay. We'll do this. We'll go here. And we'll go replace 171 with 171.5. No. Try that again. There we go. Oh, that. Just kidding. 171.0. There we go. Have to be specific since technically they're all carpet. There we go. So that looks a bit better. And then maybe what we'll do is here. We'll do some green carpets like this. Ooh. Just to kind of make the carpet a little better looking, I'm hoping. Let's see how that looks. That looks really bad, actually. I don't like it. I don't know that I like the carpet at all, honestly. I thought I would, but I think... Well, maybe we'll leave it for now. Or maybe we'll put... Oh. No? Why? Oh. I see. Okay. Green is 13. There we go. Maybe we'll do that. That's not bad. I think that works, actually. I also think that this needs to start here instead. Like, after you get through the door, and I think it needs to end right here before you get to the stairs. Yeah, that's much better. That is much, much, much better. Okay, cool. So now we've got all sorts of other stuff that we want to do. So let's take a look at some of the racks. There's tons and tons of like weapons racks and things like that. Daggers, crossbows, hammers. There's no spears, unfortunately, which is kind of the go-to weapon of the riders of Rohan since they're on horses all the time. But we can use halberds, and it will still make sense and look pretty good, I think. So we'll go with these, and they should be fine. They should get the job done. They still are nice and pointy and tall, so it'll do. All right, so we'll put in some halberds over here to kind of represent spears, and we'll do the same on this side. We want the king to kind of display his strength by having these weapons in his great hall as just kind of a reminder that, like, I kind of have this, like, really big army, and you probably don't want to make me mad. That's kind of the goal. This one's a little too high. There we go. That's better. And that looks good. So we've got those kind of just hanging out in there, looking good. Now, let's look at paintings, because there's a ton of really cool paintings in Conquest, and most of them I don't really know much about. And most of them are not really going to fit here very well. Oh, that one we could. We could do something like... What was it? The little... It was the one that had the shield. Maybe we'll go without... Or actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We can make this work. We'll do it right here. We'll do it like that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to put one of those on each of these, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I've changed my mind. I'm not actually going to put shields there. I think instead I'm going to put windows here. And we'll basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high windows on each of these, because that'll let in some natural light, which is always good. And then we'll take some panes. We'll go with these light gray stained glass panes that we've been using throughout the rest of the build for our windows. And we'll just kind of put them in like this. And those will add some nice natural light for us, which is good. Very good. And then here, I think we'll leave no window there. We'll just have basically a couple windows over here, a couple big windows there, the big huge picture window, and then this, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I might go... If we take, like, gold blocks... Gold bar pile, gold block number 2. What does gold block number 2 look like? Looks basically like gold block number 1, if you ask me. So let's just draw a line down the center here. Like that, right? And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do kind of like a horseshoe type design. Maybe that doesn't quite look like a horseshoe, does it? I think that'd be cool, though. Actually, you know what? We've got a lot of space here that we could knock out. Since we have a 3 thick wall here. So maybe... We've got some stuff we could do there. We could do some sort of a horse head design here, and then a horse in the window over here. Which would be pretty cool to kind of represent the riders of Rohan. I think that would actually be awesome. Now, how thick are these walls? Not very. So, once again, well, no. I don't want to do much there. But we do need to do something with this wall of some sort. Maybe we bring something up like that. Just like a little thing like this, perhaps. Kind of coming across just to kind of frame that out. And then perhaps we just take some green curtains. And maybe we hang them underneath. Like this. Right? Basically representing kind of banners coming down. Is that centered? Actually, it kind of is. That actually doesn't look terrible. I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't look horrible, but I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's surprisingly good. Okay, well, I will call that a victory. So we've got kind of this back area framed out. We've got our balcony in place. And we still need to get a few other things. I do actually want to look really quick at skins. So we've got sheep, wolf, and bear. And then this big bear skin. That one I don't really care for. This is our bear right there. This is sheep. Ooh, yeah. I think this is the one that we're going with. We'll just kind of lay that out. And maybe we'll kind of do something like that. Just to, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit. Mix up the shape. Just a wee bit. There we go. That's lined up. That's lined up. Maybe we can do something like this over here. Because the thing is, if this was a real thing, I doubt it would be symmetrical. I doubt it would. You know, all this kind of hide, like, knitted together and stuff like that, I think it would probably be asymmetrical, at least a little bit. Although, then again, of course, here it's kind of symmetrical. That's a bit better. So, we'll put that down right here, you know, up at the throne where the king sits. He's got this nice little carpet there to kind of work with. And then maybe over here, let's see what wolf skin looks like. That's That's pretty cool, too. I like it. But I don't really know that it fits. We could potentially put some down at the doors. Nah, not really liking that either. I think maybe we'll just stick with this right up here. Now, we still need to fill these sides with things. There's still got to be stuff here, otherwise it's just not going to look very good. And we need some sort of lighting up here, I think. Let's just see. Light. Lanterns. Yeah, there we go. We've got small lanterns and big lanterns. We could maybe take some chains, right? Hang them down from the ceiling like that, and hang a lantern off of them. Just right in front of the windows. Where did I hang that? Right here? Yeah. So it was 2 and then a lantern. And that doesn't look too bad. Now, does this connect? No, it doesn't. Good, 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 good. So instead, I think I'm going to hang them on the sides by the posts. Like that. So you can see the lanterns up there. And they're casting light. But they're not blocking the windows. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, let me finish getting those in place. Alright guys, I am back. Lanterns are in place and looking pretty good, I think. I also decided to kind of bring these out a little bit and hang those up as well. And I think that looks pretty good. I do want to take a button and just... not that button. Just kidding. Let's try the stone. And just kind of put those in there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we've kind of got this going and ready to go in place. Everything is kind of coming together. We'll maybe put some buttons on the side of this chair just for a little bit of detail on the chair itself. They basically look like they're kind of like studs, like big, really thick bolts of some sort, which I think looks pretty cool. All right. Well, guys, I think that is all that I have time for in this episode. We got quite a bit done. We got a lot of the interior stuff done. We got balconies in place. We got a lot of the banners hanging up. We still need to tackle this window. We still need to tackle some sort of a design here. And we still need to kind of do some stuff with the outside a little bit, just as far as like little details and things like that go. And some other, fill this space and all that kind of stuff. So still a lot of work left to do, but guys, I am out of time. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.